was in our lead this hour from Major League Baseball. And take a peek behind the curtain in the Yankee locker room. What is going on there? The Bronx Bombers playing a random game. Bad weather in Motown, a frigid night there, Detroit baseball. And so you say, who cares about a random Tuesday night game between the Yankees and the Tigers? Well, Gerrit Cole got the start for the Yankees. And considering he's the highest paid pitcher in baseball, we're always curious how things turn out for Gerrit Cole, as he is the guiding light of a shaky Yankee rotation, said to be one of the weak spots of the Bronx baseball team. So if you didn't see this game, and chances are you probably didn't, either you were doing nothing sports-related or you were watching basketball. So if you didn't see how this went, don't ask. The Yankee offense, now they gave Gerrit Cole a 3-0 lead. 3-0, boom, right off the bat. Cole struck out 3 of the first 4 batters he faced, bottom of the first inning. Things are going great. Everything's going great for Gerrit Cole. And then, the implosion in the second. And Cole ends up going 1 2/3 innings. He only allowed 1 hit, but he walked five batters for the Detroit Tigers offense. I think he walked Lou Whitaker, Alan Trammell, I believe was on that list, Curtis Granderson, the Grandy man, also. He just started walking people. Gave up 2 earned runs, and he had 3 strikeouts also. But that's the shortest start of Gerrit Cole's career. Now, the Yankees ended up winning the game. They held on to win the game. But that is secondary to the struggles of the ace of the mighty New York Yankees. Gerrit Cole's ERA is now over 6. We are 3 starts into the season. Considering how pitchers are babied these days, it's likely he's about 10% or so into his season. They're not going to get that many starts. Anyways, he's pitched 3 games. His ERA is over 6. So that doesn't seem like it's a good situation, but what do you think Aaron Boone had to say about this following the game? He had a bunch of microphones right in his face there. And Aaron Boone was asked a very simple question: are you concerned with your ace, Gerrit Cole? And let's go to the audio tape, as Warner Wolf would say. Here's Aaron Boone. Do you think that he, A, sounds the alarm, hits the panic button, B, says no comment, or C, says he's excited about his pitcher? Let's find out right now. Let's go to the audio tape.
I'm not. I'm really not. I think he's. I really believe he's poised for a big year for us, and know he's going to, carry us for a long stretch. Just hasn't gone his way so far, but I do feel like he's close. He's just got to, get locked in with his rhythm, and he'll take it from there.
Yeah, just a little bit off. Just had the shortest start of his career. And he's getting close. Oh, yeah. Okay. I know. That's what you're supposed to say if you're the manager. You got to support your players. All right, so let us discuss. We don't have to support anybody. We're just the overnight radio show in these parts. So the question, thumbs up or thumbs down, do the Yankees have a Gerrit Cole problem? 2 thumbs up on this. I'm going 2 thumbs up on this. I've got the Florist, the Rubicon, and Meatloaf. And we will connect all of this together, and that will be the bedrock of this MALLER monologue. So first of all, Gerrit Cole is simply not living up to his end of the bargain. And Aaron Boone, he's going by the book, and he's publicly downplaying this. Privately, the Yankees are freaking out. The Yankees gave Gerrit Cole the forever contract, and he has gotten, over the last couple of years, progressively worse. It is understandable that Brian Cashman and the nerds in the front office there are a bit fidgety, despite what the manager had to say. And if they're not a little queasy, then what's going on? They don't care. They don't give a damn. Cole also has shown signs of being a bit of a florist, which is another reason to be concerned. When I say a florist, I mean a delicate little flower that you can get at a flower shop where florists work, the pussy willow flower. Now, what is my evidence here? All right, so Gerrit Cole, just recently, earlier this year, he complained that he was having a hard time hearing the sign. Remember this? We talked about it on the show. He was having a hard time hearing the sign at Yankee Stadium during the very first start because of the siren. They had that siren playing whenever there are 2 strikes on an opposing batter, and he made it seem, he implied this was like a new thing. It was not. They play the Imperial Alert from Star Wars. That's the odd thing. It's not new. They've done that since at least last season, if not before that. Gerrit Cole also blamed Billy Crystal, an aging actor / comedian / Hollywood mogul, for some of his issues. You see, Billy Crystal was brought in, big-time Yankee fan and Clipper fan. But as a Yankee fan, he was brought in, Billy Crystal, to throw out the ceremonial first pitch. And because everything got wonky, that got delayed. Whoa! And Gerrit called it an unforeseen challenge. An unforeseen challenge for Gerrit Cole. The delay, 4 minutes. 4-minute delay is an unforeseen challenge. And even in this game on Tuesday night, where Cole had the worst start of his career, he was spotted throwing pitches in front of the Yankee dugout while the Tiger pitcher was warming up on the mound during a top of the second inning there. He was doing his thing there. And he's a heck of a talent, or at least he was. He got paid a lot of money. You wonder how much of that is real and how much of that is fake. But when you are paid this kind of money, you are supposed to be able to handle the distractions. Suck it up, right? Compartmentalize. And instead, you think pitching for the Yankees, this would be an obvious position to have. But instead of doing that, this guy seems like he should be scooping vanilla ice cream at a concession stand at Yankee Stadium. Now, secondly, all right, the Bronx Bombers, the big shots there, are circling the wagons publicly. We played the Aaron Boone soundbite around Gerrit Cole, minimizing the level of struggles, claiming he's close. It's a small sample size. They attach little importance to the numbers. And I would advise you to not be a rube, because regardless of the messaging from the mighty New York Yankees, it is a much more troublesome picture, and I'll tell you why. Because Gerrit Cole is a product, until proven otherwise, of the sticky icky. That's who Gerrit Cole is. Now, without it, he's a jag, just a guy. He's crossed the Rubicon, okay? He's crossed the Rubicon. Now, what is my evidence? Let's go to the numbers. And I crunched the numbers so you would not have to. So Major League Baseball cracked down on foreign substances being used in that sport in June of 2021, June 21st of 2021. So last summer, they said, Ixnay on the pine tar A and all that. Get rid of it. It had been allowed, and Gerrit Cole had used all kinds of concoctions on the mound. He admitted that. But that was the point of demarcation. Okay. So you said there's only 3 starts this year, but since that happened, Gerrit Cole has made 19 starts for the Yankees in a world without foreign substances, at least supposed to be a world without foreign substances. And how has Gerrit Cole done in those 19 starts? I'm glad you asked. Now, Cole individually has an 8-5 record and an earned run average of 4.44. 4.44. That ain't good. That's not good. The Yankees in those 19 starts have a 10-9 record in games Gerrit Cole has started. Those are not the statistics of a centerpiece starting pitcher that leads you to the World Series. They're just not. That's the guy. I don't care about past accomplishments. What have you done for me recently? That's what Gerrit Cole has done since baseball cracked down on sticky stuff. So he clearly has been unable to find anything to give him the magic that he had when he was putting the goo all over the baseball. All right, final thought. Final thought. So the Yankees, what do they need to do here? Now, I have no skin in the game. I got cousins of mine that are Yankee fans, but I'm not a Yankee fan. The Yankees need to pay a visit to Frankenstein's lab, because if they don't come up with the right formula, the right mixture of bubble gum or boogers or whatever, they're dead meatloaf, the Yankees. They can finish in 4th place in that division. Well, probably not. But they'll finish behind Toronto, who's got off to a slow start, behind the Red Sox in that, and Tampa Bay. So, yeah, fourth place is realistic, now that I think about it. Gerrit Cole, at this moment, since all this went down, he has turned into the Gucci handbag that you purchase, but then you find out, you go to the flea market, and then you get it looked at. You say, well, that's actually counterfeit. That's a counterfeit Gucci handbag. And this is going to be a pointless endeavor, barring some kind of change. Gerrit Cole is 31 years old. He is handcuffed to the Yankees. He's the ball and chain for the next 6 seasons, which isn't a problem if you were getting the production that Gerrit Cole had when he got the contract. But unless he could opt out, good luck on that in 2024 and get more money. But Cole can continue to hang out in the sewer outside Yankee Stadium there. $216 million more coming his way until he's 37 years old. And Gerrit Cole is getting paid no matter what. And right now, over the last 19 starts, the Yankees are getting played. You hate to see it unless you don't. These long-term contracts are a fool's errand. And the Dodgers are going through something like that right now. Mookie Betts, they did get the World Series, so Mookie can now suck for the next 10 years, and he has sucked for the last year and a month. He was bad last year with the Dodgers, not living up to the contract, and this year, through the first 10-plus games of the season, Mookie Betts is batting under 200. I think it's under like $170 last I checked for Mookie Betts, which stinks. El Stinko for Mookie.